This morning again, everybody, welcome to the channel. We go diving. It's the calm before the storm. We expect some very windy weather tomorrow morning. So we ask you now, I invite you, encourage you to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, then press R so you will get the videos as soon as we upload them. Watch and enjoy as we go fishing this morning. So for those of us, for those of you who doesn't understand, have never experienced the underwater world, this is what it looks like. Today I'm doing a video that I will be narrating. It's been a while I haven't done this, and my editor advised me that I need to do one of these videos. It's been a while. I normally just start the video with some audio and then leave the rest of the dive. This morning we checked the fish traps because it is going to get very rough enough BR2. Today is Sunday and we expect this to come over by Monday night to Tuesday morning, because we have been warned. Here in this trap we have some blue tongue, we have a grouper. February, and you're catching grouper. That's very strange. We don't get grouper this time of the year. Normally grouper is at about October to November, and then occasionally we get one or two in early January. But at this time of the year, in February, we are getting grouper. I don't know what to say, if it is something, well, of course, it is something that we can make money from. But what's happening with our weather condition, the weather pattern, the migrating pattern, what's changed and what causes that change? The cause for concern, is this something that is signaling something that is not healthy for the fishing industry? You know, when things happen outside of the season, you always have to wonder what's happening. Even though you may appreciate what you're getting, but you still have to wonder what's happening on the ocean floor, why the migration is still taking place at this time of the year. And we have some reef fish here, very colorful, and we have some that are in the sand. They eat a little crab and lobsters that are found in the sand. These are goldfish. So there's a very average size school with some juvenile. They're not really adults, they are the juvenile stage, so we capture them. So here we lift the trap from the bottom using a lift bag, and so I'm following the trap up. I've already inflated the lift bag and I'm following the trap to the surface. So all the fish are in the trap. The darker fish, they're good for file roasting, good for steaming, good for just roasting as a bun finger. They're good for fish tea. These fish are versatile. Whatever you do with them, they're very tasty. Alright, and but the grouper is really the prize catch in this trap. So the trap is now on board, so I'm still on the bottom and I'm trying to get a good picture of these goldfish in the sand. But this day the visibility was not excellent. There was a little bit of turbidity. That's why you can't make them out too well from, separate and apart from the sand, because there's a little stirring going on. Because remember I said that the following 26 to 36 hours is going to be a very choppy one. So we're having a little stir on the bottom, and therefore we're having some turbidity, getting up. Now going over on the reef, it's a little bit more colorful over here. You can identify them distinctively from the background. So I just follow them slowly without agitating them or scaring them off, observing what they're doing. I'm sure they're observing me also, but they're not bothered by me because they're still going feeding, and I am having a blast, trying to record, even though I know that the visibility is not what it's supposed to be, and maybe they won't show up. I'm still sharing this with you because not many people get to go on the ocean floor. Diving is something that some people just won't do. Some people will never have the chance to do it, and some people may have done it once and never get the chance again. But you don't have to do it, because I'm here taking it to you from the bottom of the sea. I should also include that I'm in Jamaica, just off coast of the north coast, Montego Bay. The Denel Sangsa airport is just, I'm just off from the point of the Denel Sangsa International Airport. So I'm on the surface now just to check what my fellow fisher folks are doing, because the trap take a little while to come back down, only to know that it was on the bottom already. I met my friend Mr. Pelican sitting down on the bow of the boat hanging out, and so he took off, landed in the water. So I have to go back down. set that trap, I pick up another one. This is a king crab. Now this crab is a male, and we know them by the size of the claws. And this one can get up to about 8-9 pounds, but the one you're looking at now, it's about 5 pounds. Alright, very scary looking, but they are not, attacking. They will pinch at you sometime, but that's it. In this trap, we have some lobsters, some snappers, and goldfish, and of course the infamous lionfish. That's the one that I have to be careful of when I handle this trap because they're very venomous. That's a puffer fish right there. The lionfish is not really deadly, but I can tell you it causes a large amount of pain. The pain from the lionfish, from any lionfish injury, is almost unbearable, and it will cause serious swelling, and of course it attacks the central nervous system. So you will find out that you will start getting a little bit of tightness or cramp across the shoulder, temporarily or partially paralyzed, but after a while it should wear off, especially with the treatment what the doctor will give to you when you visit your nearest medical center. I've been injured about 90 times altogether, but only went to the medical center about 3 times for the injury. But after that I learned that a little bit of heat to the area when you just get the injury will neutralize the venom. So I always go to sea with my lighter and try not to get injured, but just in case if I should, I know how to treat the injury. So this one, those lobsters are very small, so we won't keep them. So what we'll do, we'll take the trap to the surface as I'm doing now and take them out and release the small fish and the small lobsters. Alright, because there are some, it's an 1.5 inch mesh. Some of the fish should come through, but some of them just don't fall through. I don't know why they don't just go through the mesh. They follow the others and go up in the school. So it's us as fishermen have to do the releasing. Here we have a vase sponge coral. This one is purple in color. I should also let you know that when light interact with water, there are one of 3 things that happen. You have refraction, which is a bending of the light ray depending on the handle at which the light hit the surface of the water. So we have another grouper in the trap here. These are the Nassau grouper. So that's the 3rd one for this morning. Alright, and we are at a place we call Barrow Hole. Over here you have a lot of barracudas, but they don't pay us any mind. They doesn't bother us, we don't bother them. They swim, we check our traps, and we leave. I don't go spear fishing. I do not do spear fishing. Whatever don't go in the trap, they are free. Alright, so I don't spear fish. So you won't see me in any of my video spearing a lobster or a grouper or any other species of fish. The only fish I will carry my sling at time and go hunt are the lionfish, and it's because of the threat that they poses to the fish stock, the fish population. Sometimes we go lionfish hunting just to minimize, it's a mitigation kind of reaction, because wherever they are, they will eat the young and they will eat the eggs of the fish, and therefore if the young have been killed and the eggs have been eaten, then what you're finding out now is that your fish population will reduce, and therefore we have to take specific action to do what we have to do to mitigate. Now, as I was saying, that the light react with refraction, it also affect the water affect light also with absorption, and so let's take at absorption for a while. Well, refraction and also absorption. And refraction, the light will penetrate the water when the sun or the light is directly above the water. At an angle, it will pitch. That's why sometimes when you're on the sea or on the lake or wherever you are and you're looking at the water in the sun, there's this glistening light pointing right back to you. And that is called refraction, and therefore the water, the light at that handle does not penetrate the water all the way down. Now, absorption is a separation of the colors, and the red, orange, and yellow, they go first. So by the time you get to 80 feet, the only thing you get from it, because it acts as a spectrum, the only thing you're getting down there is the gray, the brown, the blue, the black, the green, etc. That's it. That's what everything look like until you get to a point where everything just look gray. So what I have to do with my camera, I have to use a filter lens. So all these beautiful colors you're looking at, without the filter lens, you wouldn't see those pink and those orange and those red. All you would see is gray. But at times though, when you get to a certain depth, the filter light doesn't work anymore. The filter lens, sorry, doesn't work. Like at this depth, I'm about 90 feet. So all you're seeing here is gray and maybe a little slight orange and that orange sponge coral there, but you do not get that vibrant amount of colors. So for me to get the colors, I would have to move up further, move up shallower, sorry, to about 70 feet. But I'll do that in a little bit. But I have to still go and check out some other stuff. And remember, I'm here to check some fish traps, so I have to do that. So while I'm giving you the tour, I'll show you in a little bit how absorption, how the light rays are absorbed at certain depth, and how you will see them showing up while using the filter lens. Alright, here we have a lionfish on the bottom. He's not just hanging out, he's looking for the young fish that are hanging out around those small coral head, and he's also searching for the eggs. So he's on the hunt, he's looking for something to eat. And you know, this invasive species is something that is wreaking havoc on the reef of the Caribbean. You know, since they are introduced, or since they were introduced, we have seen where they would have a negative impact on the fish stock. And the good thing though is that, you know, we eat them, right? We eat them. So here's the same grouper. I'm now taking that trap up and sending it up to the surface. Right, I'm at top of the trap, so I will have to allow the trap to pass because I can't go faster than the trap. I'm asking for trouble because I can't leave the bottom of the water at that depth that fast. Right, inside this trap also we have some female spotlight parrotfish. That's a red one. Right. Okay, so we look at the grouper, and then we'll go back down on the floor. Just distracted. I know you've recognized that I've been distracted. All right, now here we are now back on the ocean floor in the same area. The current is not too strong, but strong enough to, you know, agitate the corals that are extended on top of the coral reef, are extended on top of those coral head. So it's a water that's really moving that cause this kind of reaction to them. All right. So as I allow you to observe that, I will just swing the camera to the side and to observe some more colors. Alright, so we move on. Beautiful colors shown there. Some of those are not really coral reef, some of those are algae. A lot of those that you're seeing there are very dangerous to the coral reef, and therefore we would rather not have them. Even though they may look beautiful, they are very hazardous. They grow over the coral itself and they will kill the coral. Wow. Alright, moving on. Here is something that looks orange, but when I looked at it without the lens, it is gray, like that. But when I put the filter lens over it, then the color come back, it's like that color. Alright, so because the sunlight would have been absorbed and the orange and the red that would give you the normal color doesn't reach that depth, this is what you get, a gray color. But when the filter lens goes on, then you'll get the natural color. Don't forget to like and to subscribe and to share and to hit the notification bell, then press all. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this month. Help us grow the channel, share it with your friend, family, whoever it is, and we will bring you some more interesting video as we dive together in the Caribbean. Enjoy and watch us always, because we love to bring you, when we do what we do it the best, so you always get the best from us. Thank you and God bless.